Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Evan Knits Things YouTube channel. I'm Evan, and I knit things. You can find me here on YouTube, also on Instagram, and over on Ravelry as Evan Knits Things. And this is episode 12 of my 2024 podcast series. So today I have two finished objects, a cross stitch to show you, and a very, very, very small amount of work in progress stuff, and that's it. So let's jump right in. Let's start with the finished objects. So the first finished object I have for you is the Musselburgh Hat. This is by Isolde Teague, and I knit this up in cesium yarn, and it's their merino sock base in the colorway She Blinded Me with Science, and it's a 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon, 463 yards per 100 grams. I cast this on April 25th, and I bound it off on May 26th, so just over a month. This hat is actually going to be either for my mom or my husband, whoever claims it first. These aren't really my colors, but I did really like knitting it, and I am going to cast on another one this week. No, I did cast on another one already, and I think I showed that to you last week. I don't remember. If I didn't, sorry, it's in my purse, and I'm not going to get it. So, yeah. That's the Musselburgh hat. I'm sure it looks cute. I mean, my hair's up, so it's not going to look cute when I put it on. But it's super comfy, super cozy. I definitely want one for myself in not yellow. I don't really do yellow. So that's that. I did cast on another one, and I honestly don't know if I showed it to you or not. I cast it on May 27th. So no, I didn't show it to you. Anyway, I cast it on May 27th, and I'm doing fingering weight yarn held double for that one. And that's my purse project, so that's why I'm not going to go get it to show it to you. Sorry. You have to wait for it to be done. And I'm knitting that up in just two random skeins of yarn that I had in my collection. And then I'm also going to be knitting another one for my husband in the yarn that I was going to make his sweater in. If you recall, I showed you several weeks ago the swatch for my husband's birch sweater that I was going to make him for our trip to Ireland. Well, let me just tell you, that was a disaster. Because the yarn is so dark, I had to use like my little neck light to try to do the short row shaping at the back of the neck, and it caused like this giant migraine flare, and I was dead to the world for a day. And so he was like, yeah, how about you not do that? And so I'm not knitting that sweater anymore. I'm going to knit him a couple hats for Ireland instead. And that is out of Knit Picks Stroll. So, that's the hat. There will be many more hats. The next finished object I have for you guys is Stria cardigan. It's finished. Well, it doesn't have buttons yet because I'm waiting for them to come in the mail. This is the Stria cardigan by Andrea Mowry. I am knitting this in three colors. The gray and the purple are unlabeled from my collection, and the dark blue is Explorer Knits and Fibers Denali sock in the colorway, what was it? Court of Dreams. I had a bit of a problem in the blocking of this beautifulness. It's stretched enormous. like enormous. The sleeves are like a foot too long. So I'm going to try to block it again. And we'll see what we can do, and then I may have to rip back the sleeves some and try to fix it. Because right now, here, I'll just show you, okay? I'll just show you. So, when I was knitting it, the sleeves were really tight, like really tight. Like, look at that. The sleeves were really tight. So I knit them a little extra long, thinking that I would need to, like, do some substantial, like, stretching width-wise to try to get them to not be tight, because I don't want them to be tight. But they're just too big. They're too big, and it's too big, and I don't really remember what size I was knitting this in. I think it was a 4, and I have changed some sizes since I started knitting this last year, but I don't know how much, so in no way will I be taking this apart and knitting it again. But we're gonna try to block it, and we're gonna try to see what happens. And if I have to have really wide sleeves up here, then fine, because I'm not reknitting it. But I may have to, like, just rip back on the sleeves some, because they're just too long. They're just too long. Like, they're too long. So we'll see what a reblock will do. Hopefully that'll fix it. I really hope. Anyway, last finished thing. This is cross stitch. I finished Bulbasaur. Isn't he cute? So I finished him. And now I'm deciding whether to do Espeon next or Ivysaur next. I just finished him yesterday. So leave me a comment and tell me whether I should do Espeon or Ivysaur next, because I can't decide. Let me know. Okay. Now, let's talk about whips. First whip is my Cottagecore Crop by Kate at Mezzo Makes. We're all tangled here, sorry. I am knitting the size medium. And here's what it looks like. You want to know where I was before last week? There. I knit 1, 2, 3 rows. 3 rows on this week. So it looks exactly the same. Because, you know, I was working on my Stria cardigan, and that's pretty much all I did this week. So I moved my marker. Hopefully we'll see some more progress on this next week. Yeah, it'll be super cute when I finish it. I'd like to finish it soon because I'd like to wear it now that it's warm out. But we'll just have to see. Next whip. I'm turning to the page in my journal here. This is the Seaglass Sweater by Woolen Pine Designs. I am knitting this entirely in scrap yarn from many various projects. So here's where I was last time I worked on this. I've knit about 10 rows. I think I can probably try this on for you. Nope. Needles aren't long enough to try it on. Anyway, so I've got my needle stoppers on there, but I don't want to risk things falling off, especially at the beginning of the round where there's all these ends. That's a pain. So here's what that looks like. It's super cute. It's kind of annoying to knit because you have to stop every round to cut the yarn, add a new yarn. There's 9 bajillion thousand ends. Literally 9 bajillion thousand. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, look at this. Look at that. It's going to be a nightmare when it's done. But I tried weaving them in as I go, and it turned into a giant disaster. So, I'm not doing that. That's that. Let's see. Next, we would usually talk about what I'm wearing, but I'm not wearing any knits or anything fun. I've had a bit of a couple days here, so I'm tired and I'm not really functioning very well. The next would usually be goals. I did finish my Make 24 and 24 with my Stria cardigan. I didn't get to color those in yet, but I did finish that goal, so that's fun. Another goal thing I was thinking about this week, I was like, I'm sad that my Make 9 doesn't have any more, like, summer projects on it. But you know what? Like, it's my Make 9. I can change it if I want to. So I'm going to change what was the Carol bralette by One Wild, and I'm going to change it to the Cottagecore Crop. Because I want to. I haven't printed out the picture yet. But that's where it'll be. And it's cast on. And my skyline is also cast on. Maybe I should work on that a little bit. So that's 1 finished, 2 cast on. And I'd like to do the Alice tee shortly as well, but I'm very intimidated. It's a very, like, fine gauge. And then before I start, like, a colorwork sweater, I'd like to finish something. Like, I really don't have that many whips right now, but I really feel like I do. So let's just go to my whip list right now. See, we've got my giant pink blanket, which is just sitting over there and hasn't been touched in months, and yeah, I don't even care if that languishes for years. The polygon blanket, which is a work on it when I feel like working on it. So those 2 blankets are kind of like meh, whatever, doesn't matter. Whenever happens. They can be whips forever. It's fine. Then we have my Skyline sweater, which I haven't worked on in months. Scrappy Seaglass, which I picked up again this week. Cottagecore Crop, and the Musselburgh Hat that's in my purse. And then I'm about to have, I meant to bring the swatch to show you guys. The Padstow cardigan by Victoria Marchant Knits. It's a test knit that I will be participating in. I've swatched twice. I need to swatch a 3rd time. I am very irritated about it. But I'm using that gorgeous yarn that I just got from Red Door. The Lavender Latte Alpaca Sock and the Misty Step Surrey. So it's like this really light blue-gray purple. It's really great. You guys will see it next week. It's great. And it's really pretty. So that's not actually cast on yet because I need to swatch again. So maybe I will do that this afternoon, swatch again, and then block the swatch and my Stria cardigan again together. I'm really tired of blocking. I've blocked so many things recently, I'm just sick of it. I don't like blocking to begin with, and so I'm just kind of irritated. I'm just irritated in general today because my Stria cardigan is too big. And yeah, I unpinned it like just a few minutes before starting this podcast filming, and so I'm in a mood. So goals for this week. Swatch again for the Padstow. Reblock my stupid Stria cardigan that's trying to kill me. Maybe work on my Seaglass some more, or my Cottagecore Crop, or my Skyline. Cast on the hat for my husband. None of these things are hard and fast. We're having no hard and fast rules this week because I don't want to. At least right now. I may make hard and fast rules tomorrow or later today, but right now that sounds stupid and I don't want to do it. I'm feeling like a petulant child at the moment, but you know, sometimes that's just how it is. Anyway, next would usually be acquisitions. But I don't have any. I actually have at least one on the way. Or wait, I never showed you this one. This is a fingering weight sock yarn from the company Chicken Coop Dye Works, which I have never heard of. I got this on the D-Stash Discord channel. This is the colorway Parrot. Oh, the name of the fingering is Crown Feathers. And this is 70% merino, 30% silk. So I got this to go with this yarn that I had originally cast on my Musselburgh hat in, but then discovered it was silk and wanted to use it for a tank instead. So these two are going to go together for a striped tank. Because the green's pretty similar, and then the speckles will go, it'll go good. Yeah. And I showed you guys the tiny black pearl magic bag that I got for my birthday, and I said I couldn't believe that there were still other sizes left, and that I was going to have to grab one if they were still left in a week. Well, they were, and I got the medium size silver sparkle bag. So I should be able to show that to you guys next week. Hopefully, I hope it's here by then. Yeah. And then Brandy of Long Dog Yarn did her monthly club installment. This month is the colorway pictures were like for Roswell and aliens and stuff, so it was like lime green and black, and I was like, well, sold. Do you know how much lime green is in this collection? A lot. We've got like 3 of that. We've got a lime green here. Well, that's not really lime green, but it's a bright green. We've got this one left over from my Lento. We've got the one I just showed you for the hat. We've got 3 of these. Super Glow Fibers did their Super Bloom collection a couple weeks ago, and I ordered 2 skeins of the neon green. Yeah, I like neon green, if you couldn't tell. So, yeah. I'm sure that was a really short episode for you guys. But that's all I've got. I'm in a mood, and yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. And I hope you liked this episode. Sorry I'm cranky. And yeah, that's how it is. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, leave a comment, and I'll see you back here next time. Love you, bye!